their friends, just in their finest clothes, not for him, because apparently there's an after party at the end. They're for the good guy. There's no wrong place at the wrong time. He's not the victim of ends versus ends. See, ironically, he breathes the same air you and I breathe. But his environment, his world, is his coffin. Breathes the same air you and I breathe, but in his soul he feels nothing. But understand, he has a splendid life, has everything he needs, because he spends most of his time on his needs. Unconcerned about making dough, more about the needs to shape him into a better man. But understand, see, he's feeling alive in his coffin, but dead to the world. Whichever way you see it, the simple good guy lifestyle is now in a simple good guy 12. And he can only snicker as the girl he trusted and adored spent the night at his best friend's house while he was away abroad. The beginning of the end. But never could he make him fall like Niagara, but it kept him up all night long like Viagra, pondering this confusion. He's in a state of illusion, while the sisters always talk gentlemen but walk with the losers. Food for thought, something that he made me want to cater. See, she was going on about the Prince Charming, but when he came along, he got treated like the toilet paper. Hey, I'm just writing down facts. I'm just writing down facts as the good guy invites me to his world, where the glass he thought was always half full, secretly underneath had a crack. Moved out of the neighborhood, predominantly black, to find the talk of, you sold out, man, you ain't never welcome back. Best believe they'll be at his funeral later. Guess that's why they call it the hood instead of neighborhood. Definitely no neighbors. So he found he had to stand on his own, and I asked, how did it feel? He said, it's terrible. Same guy trying to move their mumsy out this pothole. Same guys fighting for blocks that their parents don't even own are making the youth come up, embrace the ghetto. The good guy gets cold, over talks over which area is the hardest. Who can erase the most laughters over letters and numbers, you know, the postcodes. They're despising him for having ambition. Ain't his fault that his family moved him out the system, saving for uni tuition. I mean, he wasn't a firm believer as education is the only way to go, but he thought it was best as he was getting deaf due to talk of, oh yeah, soon man, I'm gonna blow. His love life always remains a myth. Apparently females never stuck around too tough, his demeanor too perfect. Kind of understandable when you're the only one alive in your world, but dead to the ones in it. Who the hell knew perfection could have his limits? I said, if you can't beat him, join him in it. He said, no, I've never wanted to disrespect anyone at the slightest, but these people kept leaving this cat for the masses. Guess there's a reason why Tom was always after Jerry. Their curiosity for the bad left him. Their curiosity for the bad killed this cat. He hardly stayed merry. His heart trampled. So he began a rehabilitation process in the form of MC, but found that bringing beef to somebody else's mom's house is probably a bad idea, because in all likeliness, the woman's probably his auntie with a wooden spoon in her hand. Sadly, others weren't content with his clean content. How could he spray sin then thank God for the Grammy he'd win? He just wanted change, said the Queen Elizabeth notes, but there was no vote of approval. Funny enough, from those at the funeral. It's funny how they played two of his tunes at the funeral. I mean, he didn't want his tunes to be a soundtrack to a young in court. He just wanted support. Yet the anti-gun campaigners and complainers let these unqualified prom dates for their daughters their support. In his coffin, their melodies they import, with every purchase in HMV. Surprised by the numbers in HMV. Surprised by the numbers in HMP. Surprised by the news on the BBC. They're mocking him for getting AAB. They're killing him softly. I ain't talking about 3 G's, but he wanted change instead of a few G's. See, his coffin was getting greenery, not for the O2, but the weed and the green president's need kept him and his lungs blue. His guys out there rocking their finest suits, but it's kind of ironic because they stressed the no homo. It's kind of ironic because they kind of gave him the back shot with a knife, cussing him about his limited sex life, calling him a homosexual. It became evident that the good guy would never win. Hey, his college friends even seen more money than him, and I swear they were collecting the same EMA. But then again, who said the government were providing the pay? I mean, there was definitely some illegal stuff, or definitely some theft, but the main problem is whenever he tried to get right, he always got left. So many organs died, only his body left, and on his deathbed he cried, the good guy never wins. No recognition from the guy with hardly no sin. Therefore the good guy, alive in his coffin but feeling dead to the world. His life in is a simple 12. The funeral started at 10. The guest came at 12. I said, whoa, why am I even here? I don't even know you. He said, before I died, I looked in the mirror and I saw you. See, I'm here to guide you through your coming of age. See, my killers were at my funeral. Your killers applaud you when you come on stage. Therefore the good guy.